I'm Doug Hallman. I'm a professor emeritus of physics at Laurentian University, where I have taught for 38 years. Well, Judy and I came to Sudbury, and I was moving into a job in physics at Laurentian. We were expecting only to stay in Sudbury for a few years. We found a wonderful community and a university that had really growth potential, and have had a research connection with a wonderful lab, the Sudbury Neutrino Observatory, for many of those years.
SNOW is a major project looking at the neutrinos that come from the sun. Now, neutrinos are subatomic particles. They're created in nuclear reactions, and they're the nuclear reactions that power the sun. In the 80s and 90s, there was an issue that we didn't see as many neutrinos coming from the sun as we expected.
The start of this was really an interest in underground physics.
Because it was obvious we needed an underground site, George Ewan from Queen's University had been exploring the possibilities for an underground lab and had a location in the Creighton mine that would be potentially ideal for this.
It turned out that this site was selected and that we were off and running.
Doug immediately got involved in making measurements of low radioactivity materials at Creighton Mine. That was a way in which we were able to determine a number of the materials we had to use in the detector. From that point of view, Doug was a pioneer. We knew we could do something significant in science if we could actually do the experiment as we had hoped we could. But getting there was a major effort, and that's where Doug's work on cleanliness was extremely important. By the time we were finished, we had less dust than you could pile on your thumbnail on the entire 1 million pieces of the detector that was put together in there. And that had never been accomplished before. It was incredible, and it's a testimony to Doug's contribution. And that was essential in order for us to have a success.
Pushing back the frontiers, you never know what you're going to discover. We were very fortunate to see the neutrinos that we were set up to do. We knew that we had a real potential for solving this problem of the missing neutrinos.
The SNOW experiment was incredibly successful, and as a consequence of that, Art McDonald was co-awarded the Nobel Prize in 2015.
They give the Nobel Prize to one person, but there are a large number of people that actually did the work. It was wonderful to have a significant number of the group of 16 that started the project sharing this experience.
It was just great to be part of that whole process.
We are trying to pass on some of the importance of the work that we're doing. That's where the communication is really critical.
So it was a natural evolution that the Science North team would engage with Doug to help us to develop a new visitor experience.
What we were interested in was the fact that Science North could help us get across what we were doing.
Our visitors loved getting to understand neutrinos. I mean, you would have 4-year-olds that came out of that show and they could tell you all about the different flavors of neutrinos, and they knew it.
That was a great testament to the fact that Doug had done this communication.
Between the Stars is our second version of an object theater, and this one is focused on dark matter because it's important that we tell the story of what's happening now.
Following the Nobel Prize, we had an offer from the Canadian High Commission in London to have an exhibit in the entranceway.
New Eyes on the Universe opened at Canada House.
Which meant thousands of people going through and seeing this exhibit.
Doug was, a key part that made this happen.
He's just a real member of the Science North team.
Doug was so proud and so excited and so thrilled to see this exhibition brought to life.
To install the light sensor panels in the upper part of our detector.
Doug's impact in terms of the community, I think, can be summarized in terms of the fact that SNOW Lab exists.
I can't tell you how proud Valley has been to be associated with the SNOW experiment. So on behalf of Valley, we want to congratulate Dr. Hallman.
Doug was instrumental in the steady rise of Laurentian University's work in particle astrophysics. And we're really proud of the contribution that made to getting a Nobel Prize in physics.
His engagement, his enthusiasm, his excitement.
He's a very passionate science communicator.
That's why we love working with him.
Doug played a leadership role with respect to the snow project over many years. In a very quiet way, he contributed things that were essential for the success of the project. Those were important roles, and they're ones that Doug carried out behind the scenes.
I was really proud to be a small part of this large initiative. Who would have expected in coming to Sudbury that one would have all of this happen? It was a bit serendipitous. I think a lot of things in life are that way.